Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, believed that our subconscious mind is like a hidden treasure chest full of valuable information and insights that can help us understand ourselves better and become more whole. Inside, it holds our deepest thoughts, fears, desires, and memories, many of which we might not even be aware of. By exploring this hidden part of our mind, we can understand why we act the way we do and heal from past wounds. Moreover, our subconscious mind can reveal talents and potential we never knew we had, opening up new possibilities for personal and professional growth. Jung divided the unconscious mind into two parts: the personal unconscious and the collective unconscious. The personal unconscious is made up of all the things specific to an individual that they're not aware of or deny, like hidden emotions, desires, and memories. Jung called this the shadow. The collective unconscious, on the other hand, is a deeper layer that includes feelings, thoughts, and instincts shared by all humans. Jung believed that we all inherit certain traits and tendencies, which he called archetypes. These archetypes are universal symbols and themes that have been part of human history and can be seen in myths, fairy tales, and religious stories. Jung's teachings highlight the importance of exploring the subconscious to achieve individuation, which means becoming your true, complete self by unlocking the hidden potential we all have within us. He wrote several influential books, including Psychology of the Unconscious, Man and His Symbols, The Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, Modern Man in Search of a Soul, The Psychology of the Transference, Memories, Dreams, Reflections, and the relations between the ego and the unconscious. In this video, we'll talk about how to listen to your subconscious mind to become whole from the philosophy of Carl Jung. Number 1. Listen to your shadow. Carl Jung says, shadow work is the path of the heart warrior. Carl Jung's concept of the shadow is a pivotal aspect of his theories on the unconscious mind. The shadow is essentially the dark side of our personality that we keep hidden. This includes our repressed weaknesses, desires, and instincts, the things that we might be ashamed of or uncomfortable with. The shadow forms as we grow up and learn what behaviors are acceptable and those that aren't. For example, imagine a child who gets scolded for being too aggressive. To avoid trouble and gain approval, the child might suppress their assertiveness. This trait doesn't disappear, it just goes underground, into the shadow. Later in life, this hidden assertiveness could come out in passive-aggressive ways or sudden outbursts. Everyone has a shadow. We all have traits like anger, jealousy, greed, laziness, and selfishness, things we deny because they're seen as bad. But our shadow doesn't stay quiet. It keeps trying to communicate with us, demanding our attention. We need to listen to it, and the process of uncovering these hidden aspects of ourselves is called shadow work. To begin shadow work, the first step is to identify your shadow. Pay close attention to what annoys or irritates you in others. These reactions often point to parts of yourself that you haven't acknowledged. For instance, imagine you're at work and feel a surge of annoyance every time a coworker brags about their accomplishments. They're so arrogant, you think to yourself. But then you pause and reflect. Is there a part of you that also craves recognition for your achievements, but perhaps isn't expressing it? Maybe you downplay your successes to appear humble, yet deep down, you desire acknowledgement and validation. This unexpressed desire might be the very thing you're projecting onto your coworker. By recognizing this, you can understand that your irritation is less about their behavior and more about an aspect of yourself that you haven't fully acknowledged. To explore this further, make a list of traits you dislike in others and consider how they might relate to you. This exercise helps in uncovering hidden parts of yourself. Now let's move towards the next step of acknowledging and accepting these traits. This means seeing them without judgment. Think about how these traits show up in your life. For example, you can accept your need for recognition and see it without judgment. Acknowledge that wanting validation is natural and doesn't make you arrogant. Observe your thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. Notice when you downplay your successes or crave acknowledgement. Approach yourself with kindness and understanding, remembering that everyone has a shadow. Once you've acknowledged your shadow traits, delve deeper into their origins and impacts. Understand how they appear in your life, like feeling unappreciated at work or frustrated when others don't recognize your efforts. Journaling is a powerful tool for this exploration. Write about your shadow traits, describe situations where these traits have appeared, and explore the feelings associated with them. Seeking therapy or counseling can provide additional guidance and support, helping you uncover deeper layers of your unconscious mind. Integration is the next step. This means accepting these traits and balancing them with your conscious self. Embrace the fact that you're a mix of good and bad traits. Notice how your shadow traits influence your behavior and try to change unhelpful patterns. For example, instead of downplaying your successes or feeling resentful, practice expressing your achievements in a healthy, balanced way. Share your accomplishments without boasting or seeking excessive validation. When you achieve something significant at work, it's okay to mention it during team meetings or casual conversations with colleagues in a straightforward, humble manner. Creative expression through art, writing, or other outlets can also help integrate these aspects into your conscious life, allowing you to express your shadow in a healthy way. By doing this, you're embracing the complexity of your nature and fostering a more honest relationship with yourself. Jung believed that achieving wholeness, a process he termed individuation, requires integrating all parts of the psyche, including the shadow. This journey leads us towards becoming who we truly are, beyond the masks and roles imposed by society. Through shadow work, you uncover and integrate hidden parts of yourself and live a more whole and authentic life. Number 2. Get to know your archetypes. Jung once wrote, "Archetypes are images in the soul that represent the course of one's life." Archetypes, as defined by Carl Jung, are the universal symbols and themes that exist in what he called the collective unconscious. This collective unconscious is a part of the human mind that everyone shares, filled with memories, experiences, and symbols that are common across cultures and throughout history. Think of it like a giant library of human experiences that all people can access regardless of where they come from. Take the hero archetype. This is often seen in stories where a character goes on an adventure, faces tough challenges, and ultimately grows as a person. A great illustration of this is the story of Perseus from Greek mythology. He's a young hero given the difficult task of slaying Medusa, a monster whose gaze can turn people into stone. This story embodies the hero archetype, representing our inner desire to confront and overcome our fears. On his journey, Perseus gets help from the other gods. Athena gives him a shiny shield to reflect Medusa's gaze. Hermes provides him with winged sandals to fly, and Hades lends him a helmet that makes him invisible. These godly figures are examples of the wise elder archetype, symbolizing the guidance and support we look for when facing tough times in our lives. Seeing these archetypes in myths helps us understand our own subconscious minds because they reflect common human experiences and struggles. Stories like that of Perseus and Medusa capture deep emotions, fears, and desires that people from all cultures can relate to. Other examples of hero archetypes include King Arthur, who searches for the Holy Grail, and Thor, who fights giants to protect humanity with his magical hammer, Mjolnir. Each hero goes through a journey filled with challenges that lead to personal growth. Likewise, the wise elder archetype appears in characters like Merlin from Arthurian legend and Krishna from Hindu mythology, offering wisdom and guidance. Jung identified 12 primary archetypes that reside within each of us and are universally found across cultures and myths. They are the ruler, creator, sage, innocent, explorer, rebel, hero, wizard, jester, everyman, lover, and caregiver. Usually, one of these archetypes stands out more in each person, shaping who they are and what motivates them. By recognizing these archetypes, we can gain a clear understanding of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. They help us make sense of our experiences and how we connect with others. For example, if you resonate with the hero archetype, you might feel a strong desire to tackle obstacles in your life, whether that's going after a new job or standing up for what you believe in. In dreams, archetypes can appear as symbols that send important messages from our subconscious. Dreaming of a wise old person might indicate to you that you have inner wisdom or guidance available to you during tough times and that you need to look inside for answers. Understanding these archetypes is crucial because they provide deeper insights into who we are and where we fit into the world. By exploring these archetypes, we can identify patterns in our lives, heal emotional wounds, and grow as individuals. Number 3. Analyze your dreams. In the words of Jung, dreams are the facts from which we must proceed. Jung believed that dreams are not just random or absurd occurrences. Instead, they're meaningful messages from the subconscious. Through symbols and images, we can get to know about our unresolved inner conflicts, hidden desires, and universal themes that shape our lives. And so for Jung, dream analysis became a powerful tool for self-discovery. He identified several types of dreams, each revealing different aspects of the subconscious. First, we have compensatory dreams. These dreams balance out our conscious thoughts and behavior. If someone is overly logical in daily life, for example, they might dream of a situation where they break down crying at a family gathering. This emotional outburst could signal the need to explore feelings they've been avoiding or suppressing in their waking life. Then there are prospective dreams. These dreams look ahead, offering guidance about our future or showing what's unfolding in our personal growth. For example, a dream of climbing a mountain may symbolize an internal or external challenge the dreamer is about to face, such as a significant life change, a personal goal, or a difficult decision. The act of climbing in the dream represents the dreamer's subconscious preparing for the effort needed to overcome the challenge, reflecting their drive, determination, or perhaps anxiety about the journey ahead. Next, we have archetypal dreams. These contain universal symbols like the hero or wise elder. They tap into the collective unconscious, representing shared human experiences. Dreaming of a wise old man offering advice, for example, represents the archetype of wisdom and guidance, symbolizing the dreamer's search for deeper knowledge or direction. Then there are shadow dreams. These dreams show us the darker parts of ourselves, the traits we repress or deny. By confronting these aspects, we can better understand and accept ourselves. Someone who avoids anger, for example, might dream of violently confronting someone, revealing their suppressed aggression or fear of conflict. We can also have recurring dreams. These repeat the same theme or situation, often because we haven't addressed an underlying issue in our lives. For example, dreaming over and over about failing an exam may reflect ongoing anxiety or self-doubt about one's abilities or performance in life. Finally, like it or not, we have nightmares. Though often scary, nightmares signal unresolved fears or conflicts in our subconscious, urging us to face them. For example, a recurring dream of being chased by a monster could point to a deep-rooted fear or unresolved trauma that needs attention in waking life. Each type of dream gives us valuable insight into different areas of our subconscious mind. To uncover this insight and effectively tap into your subconscious through dreams, Jung recommended a process of careful documentation, interpretation, and amplification. Documentation can be done by keeping a dream journal. This means writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up. It's important to do this quickly because dreams fade from memory fast. The more detail you can capture, the better for later analysis. Focus on any symbols, emotions, or characters that stood out in the dream. If you record your dreams consistently, patterns or recurring themes may begin to emerge, offering deeper insights into your subconscious. By tracking your dreams, you create a map of your unconscious mind, showing what it's trying to communicate. The next step in working with your dreams is to interpret their symbols. According to Jung, these symbols aren't meant to be taken literally. They represent deeper psychological forces at play within you. While some symbols, like a snake, may have universal meanings, their significance can vary depending on your personal experiences. For one person, a snake might evoke fear and danger, while for another it could represent transformation and renewal. Jung emphasized that it's important to look beyond the surface and explore what the symbol represents on a psychological level. Once you've identified the symbols, Jung suggested amplifying them to gain deeper insight. This means expanding on the symbol by connecting it to myths, stories, or personal memories. For example, if you dream of a snake, you might explore how snakes appear in mythology, such as the serpent in the Garden of Eden, symbolizing temptation and knowledge, or the Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail, representing cycles and eternity. Making these connections helps you see your dream as part of a larger, universal narrative that ties into your own life. Amplification also involves reflecting on your personal memories related to the symbol. Maybe you had a childhood fear of snakes, an encounter that left a lasting impression. Or perhaps you simply saw a snake on TV in the last day or so and it's still in short-term memory. By examining these links, you can gain a richer understanding of how the symbol reflects your inner state and how it influences your thoughts, feelings, and actions. By journaling, interpreting, and amplifying your dreams in this way, you open a doorway into the hidden parts of yourself, using your dreams as a tool for self-growth and greater self-awareness. Number 4. Practice active imagination. According to Jung, active imagination requires a state of reverie halfway between sleep and waking. Active imagination is a technique created by Carl Jung to connect with your unconscious mind. It involves getting into a calm, meditative state where images, thoughts, or feelings naturally come up from deep inside you. Unlike dreaming, where things just happen, in active imagination, you stay